1966 was the year that saw England win the World Cup, and the Jules Rimet trophy was held aloft by an ecstatic Bobby Moore. However, things might have looked quite different that day had it not been for a black and white collie dog, because just 4 months before that match, the World Cup was stolen. This is the story of Pickles, the dog that found the World Cup. In March 1966, the famous Jules Rimet trophy was in a glass cabinet at the Sport with Stamps exhibition in central London. Visitors travelled from all around to see the gleaming trophy. However, on Sunday 20th of March, just the second day of the exhibition, the cup was stolen while security guards were on their break. Scotland Yard launched an investigation and the Football Association were panicked. It was less than 4 months before the World Cup was due to start.
I'm terribly sorry that I'm afraid I regret at this present moment I am unable to make any...
So they put secret plans in place to create a replica. Then one day the FA received a ransom note demanding £15,000 for the return of the trophy. It was written by somebody called Jackson. So an undercover policeman met with Jackson, who turned out to be an ex-soldier called Edward Bletchley, who was promptly arrested. However, the cup was still missing. A week after the theft, Dave Corbett and his 4-year-old collie dog called Pickles were heading out of their South London home. Dave needed to make a phone call, and because this was before people had mobile phones and many didn't even have landlines, they would have to go out to a local payphone to make their calls. So Dave thought it was a good opportunity to take Pickles for a walk. As they headed out the house, Pickles dashed over to Dave's neighbour's car and was acting all excitedly around the wheel arch. As Dave went down to put on Pickles' lead, he saw what Pickles was interested in.
My neighbour's car was parked on the side there. He went over there and I said, "Come on, Pick, come on." And he's sniffing around. So I walked over, and as I walked over there to put the lead on, there's this package laying on the floor. Now, it was wrapped in newspaper, and I tore the top end. And then I saw the gold top of the trophy, which is a woman holding a shallow dish. Suddenly, I realised what it was. My heart leapt.
Pickles was awarded the silver medal from the National Canine Defence League, and Dave received £5,000, worth over £100,000 today, for his find. Dave bought himself and Pickles a new home with the reward money, and on the day of the World Cup final, Dave and Pickles joined the England team for their celebratory victory dinner, and Bobby Moore held Pickles above his head to the crowd who were cheering. Pickles went on to star in the 1966 film The Spy with a Cold Nose and was named Dog of the Year by a pet food manufacturer, winning himself a year's worth of free food for being a good boy. Sadly, Pickles died a year after his World Cup find, accidentally breaking his neck when his choke chain lead caught on a tree branch whilst he was chasing a cat. Pickles was buried in Dave's garden, and Pickles' collar remains on display in the National Football Museum in Manchester, England.